Hey guys, Halloween Dan here, doing a quick video today talking about something that relates to something I did last week. You may remember, I hope you remember, I did a sort of a little quick animation last week for my own haunt and it went down reasonably well, and I've actually done another one, this time though, not for me, for somebody else. So stay tuned guys and check this thing out. So last week I did a little animation, it was for my haunt, nothing big, it was really just to try and link all the randomness that is my Halloween haunt together and kind of make sense of it, because I want to kind of make a Facebook page to sort of encourage more people to come and see my haunt. And the video is just sort of like a warm in to sort of make sense of the randomness of my Halloween collection. And I posted it because I wanted your feedback. I wanted to see what you guys thought about it, and thankfully you guys were really nice and positive about it and said many nice things about it. And I like that because when you create this sort of stuff, I'm an arty-farty kind of guy. I like crafting and creating and making stuff, but you never really know if it's any good. You think it might be, but you never. I'm definitely not the most confident when it comes to this sort of thing, and so it's nice to hear when people like your stuff and are positive about it. And it's part of why I love this community as well. This Halloween community we're a part of is such a positive vibe. I love that everyone's just trying to help everyone else out. Everyone's just trying to be as positive about what you've made or what you've done or how your haunt looks or whatever it is, or that's a great purchase there, guy, or you know, all that kind of stuff. Telling each other about what's in store and what's not in store. I love it. It's such a good, helpful community to be a part of. And the comments I got on that last video were so nice and so generous towards me, and it was lovely to hear. And one of the messages I got was from a guy who I've been subscribed to for a while now, and he's been subscribed to me too, and he's one of the best in this this community as far as I'm concerned. His name's David, and he runs Haunt at the Roxbury. If you've not heard of Haunt at the Roxbury, go and check out their YouTube channel right now, because it is epic. They do what I would consider a real haunt. Mine is more of a static haunt that people just kind of come and have a look at. His is full-scale, epic walkthrough haunt, where you walk through it, there's things jumping out at you, people and actors as well, which is so cool. And he does a really, really good job of creating this Halloween amazement in the form of Haunt at the Roxbury. His wife Jamie too helps out, and they both do it together. She also runs her own channel, Jamie Loving All Seasons, so go and check that out too, where she talks about the seasons, funnily enough, and buys things in store and crafting and all kinds of different things. And together they are a power couple of Halloween. They are really, really good, really, really nice people, some of my favourite people on YouTube, and they deserve a massive round of applause for what they do, because again as well, a bit like me but on a slightly bigger scale, they do their haunt for charity, which I think is a really great thing to do. Not only is it bringing a bit of happiness to the local community that you're in just by putting on the haunt, but it's supporting that community a little bit further. It's taking it just that step further, and even if you only collect, you know, £100 or something, it doesn't matter. It's a big help. Anything is better than nothing, right? And I love that. So Haunt at the Roxbury, go and check them guys out. David messaged me after that video, just sort of saying how good the video was, how he liked the animation, and would I be prepared to do one for them. Now, I love creating things and making things, but I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit nervous because I've never made anything like that for somebody else before. So I was quite nervous about making sure I didn't disappoint. I really didn't want to disappoint them. And I was worried that whether I'd actually be able to do it. David sent across the story of his haunt at the Roxbury and the Roxbury Farms, which is the backstory, which they've created because they're trying to give their haunt a bit more of a background and a bit more of a story. And once I read the story, I was fully confident that I would be able to do a bit of an animation because the story itself was great. So having a good story means all the difference when it comes to this sort of stuff. So they sent over the story, and it took me about 2 days to make this small animation. It's about 3 minutes long. So I hope you enjoy it, because I'm going to show it you guys now. And once again, I'd love to hear your feedback. I know that David and Jamie love it. I've heard back from them. They put a lovely video on the other day thanking me and telling people to subscribe to me and stuff, which is really, really, really nice, guys. Thank you so much for that. But I was just glad they liked it. That was the main thing. Thank goodness they like it. And also, guys, if you like it, please let me know, because it does mean a lot to me to know that this sort of stuff doesn't go to waste. Anyway, let's just get into it.
In 1872, Jebediah Roxbury came to this town and bought a plot of land which he hoped would allow he, his wife Ethel, and their daughter Grace to live a life of peace and prosperity. Within 2 years, and with much hard work, they had established Roxbury Farms, and they prospered. But in 1875, a great pestilence struck the town, and the Roxbury's crops failed, leaving the prosperity they had briefly known in ruins. Out of fear and desperation, Jebediah sought out a local witch who was well known to the locals. When he found her, he begged for her to bring life back to the town, so that his farm and family may know prosperity again. The witch agreed to do so, but for a price. She would return life back to Roxbury Farms, but that in a way of payment, she wanted his only daughter, Grace. Filled with dread and desperation, Jebediah agreed to the witch's terms. Quickly, the pestilence that had brought death to the land lifted, and for a short while the Roxburys knew prosperity again. But one day, the witch appeared, and she wanted payment. Jebediah, however, had changed his mind. He could not give up his only daughter. Angered by Jebediah breaking his promise, the witch placed a powerful curse onto the land, promising that no good thing would ever prosper there again. A gateway to hell itself was opened on the land, and Jebediah and his wife were tormented and driven to madness by the demons let loose upon them. Until one day, the family vanished without a trace and were never seen again. The townspeople grew to fear the land the Roxburys had left behind, and so burned the property to the ground, leaving only a small memorial to the family. From that point on, the land became a cemetery for all the lost and unclaimed, and some still say that the land is cursed and stalked by evil, and that on quiet nights you may even see the scarecrow, old Jeb himself, awaken to reap souls.
So that was it. I hope you like. I thought it was quite good. Like I say, the story doesn't belong to me. I didn't create any of the story. That belongs to Haunt at the Roxbury fully. That is completely their story. I just did the animation and the I put on my creepiest voice possible, which I don't think is that creepy, to be honest with you. But, I mean, maybe because it's in America and I've got a British accent, maybe that makes it creepy anyway. I don't know. Either way, those guys, they're hoping to use it on, I think they're going to project it. So as people walk into the haunt, there'll be a set of rules to sort of tell people the do's and don'ts in the haunt. And also a projection of that story, that animation that I've put together, telling the story of Roxbury Farms and the Haunt at the Roxbury. So if you guys live anywhere near that part of Michigan, I believe it is, in the US, go and check out their haunt on October 31st, or even I think they're doing it a few days before too, but double check with them over that. Go follow them on all the social media platforms. They've got a Facebook page, they've got Instagram, and of course they've got a YouTube channel. Go and follow them because they are so deserving of your subscription and so deserving of all the positivity you can give them. And I absolutely adore everything they do. And I'm really honoured in a strange way. I'm honoured to be a part of their haunt. That's the way I look at it. They were thankful to me for doing it, for making this animation. But the truth is I actually really enjoyed doing the animation and was excited that in some small way, a part of me is going to be in their haunt. I love that kind of stuff. I love that even if only in this tiny little way, I'm there. Won't get to go to America to see your guys' haunts. I won't get to travel around and see all the different things you do. And I won't get to visit Haunting the Roxbury in real life. Probably never, unfortunately. But in this teeny tiny little way, I'm there in spirit. So on Halloween, anyone who goes and visits Haunting the Roxbury, they might just get a little tiny dose of Halloween done as well. And that actually gives me a kind of goosebumpy feeling. I love that, I have to say. So if you guys like that little animation, please comment in the comment section below. Please give this video a like. And go and subscribe to Haunting the Roxbury, please, because those guys are absolutely amazing. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep it spooky. Bye.